Have you been feeling more tired lately? Less motivated, weaker in the gym, gaining belly fat faster, losing interest in intimacy, or just not feeling like yourself anymore? Many men over 50 assume this is simply aging. But what if I told you some of the biggest testosterone killers are not your age, not genetics, and not even stress? They may be sitting in your refrigerator right now. Drinks that seem harmless, common, and even normal can quietly lower testosterone, increase inflammation, damage sleep quality, and speed up the decline of male vitality. And the worst part is most men consume them every single week without realizing the damage. Today, we're going to uncover the 3 drinks that can rapidly harm testosterone levels in men over 50. Why are they so dangerous, and what smarter replacements can help you feel stronger, sharper, and more energized? Because the final replacement drink surprises most people and may be one of the easiest ways to support hormones naturally. The first drink senior men should be extremely careful with is sugary beverages. That includes soda, sweet tea, packaged fruit juices, flavored coffees loaded with syrup, and many bottled healthy drinks that are packed with hidden sugar growth. And ultimately, sugar drink, blood sugar rises quickly. That creates a surge of insulin. Repeated insulin spikes over time are linked with weight gain, belly fat, and insulin resistance. Belly fat is especially important because excess abdominal fat can increase conversion of testosterone into estrogen. That means less testosterone available for muscle, mood, metabolism, and sexual health. Many men focus on supplements while drinking sugar every day and wonder why nothing changes. Even one large sugary drink can create a metabolic roller coaster that leaves you tired and craving more sugar later. If you regularly drink soda or sweetened beverages, replacing them may be one of the fastest lifestyle upgrades you can make. The second drink is excess alcohol. Now, let's be clear, this is about regular heavy drinking or binge drinking, not necessarily an occasional moderate drink depending on your health and doctor's advice. Alcohol can interfere with hormone production, disrupt sleep, impair liver function, and increase inflammation. Sleep is one of the biggest overlooked testosterone factors because much of testosterone regulation is tied to restorative sleep. Men who drink heavily in the evening often think alcohol helps them sleep, but it commonly worsens sleep quality and reduces deep sleep later in the night. Poor sleep plus alcohol stress can become a double hit to testosterone. Over time, it can also worsen weight gain and blood pressure, 2 more issues common after 50. The third drink is processed energy drinks. Many older men use these when fatigue sets in. They may contain large caffeine doses, stimulants, artificial ingredients, and sugar. While they can create a temporary boost, they often increase stress hormones like cortisol, worsen anxiety, trigger heart palpitation, interfere with sleep if used later in the day. Chronically elevated stress hormones can work against healthy testosterone levels. If you need energy every day just to function, the answer is usually not another can of stimulationettes fixing sleep, nutrition, movement, hydration, and medical issues at present. So what should you drink instead? Start with water as your foundation. Add unsweetened tea, black coffee in moderation if tolerated, sparkling water without sugar, or protein-rich smoothies with minimal added sugar. Milk or fortified alternatives can fit depending on your diet. Hydration supports circulation, energy, and exercise performance, other cells from breaking down, and regular medical checkups. Because testosterone health is about lifestyle patterns, not magic drinks alone. If you're over 50, protecting testosterone is really about protecting your whole body. Cut back on sugary drinks, limit excess alcohol, avoid dependence on energy drinks, and choose beverages that support health instead of draining it. Small daily habits become major results over time. Your energy, confidence, strength, and vitality are still worth fighting for, and it may begin with what you choose to drink tomorrow morning. Have you been feeling more tired lately? Noticing your strength slipping, your waistline expanding, your motivation fading, or your confidence not feeling the same as it once did? Many men over 50 are told this is simply part of getting older, something to accept and live with. But what if some of the biggest reasons behind low energy and declining testosterone are not aging itself, but habits that happen every single day without a second thought? What if the drinks sitting in your kitchen right now are quietly working against your hormones, your metabolism, and your long-term health? This is something many men never hear about until the symptoms become impossible to ignore. Testosterone is not just about muscle or intimacy. It plays a major role in mood, mental sharpness, bone strength, recovery, fat distribution, and overall vitality. When levels begin to decline faster than they should, the body often sends warning signs. You may feel slower in the morning, less interested in exercise, more irritable, less focused, or frustrated that the same efforts no longer bring the same results. Many people chase supplements, miracle powders, or expensive treatments while completely overlooking the beverages they consume every day. Some common drinks can trigger blood sugar spikes, increase belly fat, disrupt sleep quality, stress the liver, raise inflammation, and interfere with the natural hormonal balance the body needs to stay strong after 50. The problem is that these drinks are heavily marketed, socially accepted, and often seen as harmless treats or necessary pick-me-ups. A soda with lunch, a sweet coffee in the afternoon, a few drinks at night, or an energy beverage when fatigue hits can feel normal, but repeated habits create long-term consequences. The body responds to what you do consistently, not occasionally. That means even small choices repeated for months or years can have a massive impact on how you feel now. The good news is that this also works in your favor. When you identify the hidden habits damaging your health and replace them with smarter choices, the body often responds faster than expected. Energy can improve, sleep can become deeper, workouts feel better, and motivation can. Many men think they need something extreme to feel younger again, but sometimes progress begins with removing what is harming them. In today's discussion, we're exposing 3 drinks that can rapidly damage testosterone levels and overall male health, especially for men over 50. These are not rare or unusual products. They are common, popular, and found in millions of homes. Once you understand why they are harmful, you may never look at them the same way again. More importantly, I'll also explain what to choose instead so you don't feel deprived or confused. Because avoiding the wrong drinks is only half the solution. Replacing them with better options is where real progress begins. Many men rely on for energy every day, yet it may be quietly drink is one many men rely on for energy every day, yet it may be quietly draining the very hormone they are trying to protect, and men over 50 need to be extremely cautious with is excess alcohol. This is one of the most misunderstood habits when it comes to testosterone, energy, and overall male health. Many men view alcohol as harmless relaxation, something to unwind with after a long day, a social routine with friends, or a normal part of evenings and weekends. When alcohol becomes frequent, excessive, or used as a daily stress solution, it can quietly create serious problems inside the body. What feels like temporary relief on the outside may be creating hormonal stress on the inside. Testosterone depends on a healthy balance of sleep, metabolism, liver function, and recovery. Alcohol can interfere with all 4 at the same time. That is why many men who drink regularly notice they feel older, slower, weaker, and more fatigued than expected. First ways alcohol harms testosterone is by disrupting sleep quality. Many people believe alcohol helps them sleep because it can make them feel drowsy fast. Falling asleep is not the same as restorative sleep. Alcohol often reduces deep sleep later in the night, increases nighttime awakenings, worsens snoring, and can aggravate sleep apnea, which becomes more common with age. Poor sleep has a direct impact on hormone balance because the body does important repair and hormone regulation during quality sleep. If sleep is poor night after night, testosterone production can suffer. That means a couple of drinks at night may be doing far more damage than many men realize. Alcohol can also increase belly fat, especially when combined with poor food choices and inactivity. Many alcoholic beverages are calorie dense and easy to overconsume. Add snacks, late night eating, and reduced activity the next day, and weight gain becomes much more likely. Belly fat matters because excess abdominal fat can contribute to hormonal imbalance and make it harder for the body to maintain healthy testosterone levels. This creates a cycle where lower testosterone can make it easier to gain more fat and harder to build or maintain muscle. Another major issue is recovery. As men age, recovery becomes more important. Muscles need support after exercise, joints need time to heal, and energy reserves need to be protected. Regular alcohol use can increase inflammation, dehydrate the body, and impair muscle recovery. So even if a man is trying to improve his health with walking, strength training, or better eating, alcohol can reduce some of the progress he is working for. Mood and mental sharpness can suffer as well. Many men notice more irritability, anxiety, lower motivation, or brain fog after frequent drinking. They may not connect it to alcohol because the effects feel gradual, but over time, the body keeps score. What once felt like a reward starts becoming a drain on confidence, clarity, and drive. This does not mean every man must eliminate alcohol completely. For some, moderation may be reasonable depending on health conditions, medications, and physician guidance. If you feel tired, are gaining belly fat, struggling with sleep, losing strength, or noticing low motivation, alcohol deserves an honest look. Sometimes reducing frequency, cutting portion size, or replacing several drinking nights each week with water or sparkling water can create noticeable improvements surprisingly fast. For men over 50, protecting testosterone often means protecting the habits that support it. And for many, one of the most powerful changes is not what they add to their life, but what they should be very careful with is processed energy drink. That men over 50 should be very careful with is processed energy drinks for focus and sluggish mornings. For many men, especially those balancing work stress, family responsibilities, and age-related changes in energy, grabbing an energy drink can feel like an easy answer. You feel tired, you open a can, and within minutes you feel more alert. But that short burst of energy often comes with a hidden cost. What seems like help on the surface may be quietly draining the body's systems that support healthy testosterone, stable energy, and long-term vitality. These ingredients can temporarily force the nervous system into a more alert state, but they do not solve the reason you are tired in the first place. If your fatigue is coming from poor sleep, stress, dehydration, inactivity, blood sugar swings, or an underlying medical issue, an energy drink only covers the warning light instead of fixing the engine. Many men end up stuck in a cycle where they feel exhausted, use stimulants to push through the day, then sleep poorly at night and wake up needing even more stimulation the next morning. One of the biggest concerns is how these drinks affect stress hormones. And cortisol. Cortisol is useful in short bursts, but when stress hormones stay elevated too often, it can work against healthy testosterone levels, recovery, and mood. Men may notice irritability, anxious feelings, racing thoughts, or feeling wired but not truly energized. That is because there is a major difference between stimulation and genuine energy. Real energy comes from a healthy body. Artificial stimulation often borrows energy from tomorrow. Sleep disruption is another major issue. Many men underestimate how long caffeine can remain active in the system. This is especially important after 50 because sleep quality naturally becomes more valuable and sometimes more fragile with age. If sleep suffers, testosterone support suffers too. Poor sleep also increases hunger cravings, worsens focus, and lowers workout performance, making the next day feel even harder. Many processed energy drinks also contain sugar or ingredients that encourage cravings and blood sugar instability. A rapid spike in energy can be followed by a crash that leaves you more tired than before. That leads some men to reach for another can, more coffee, or sugary snacks. Over time, this pattern can contribute to weight gain, especially around the midsection, and make consistent health habits harder to maintain. The smarter question is not which energy drink is best, but why do I need energy drinks so often? If you constantly need artificial boosts, your body is asking for fat reduction. Daily walking, strength training, balanced meals, meals with protein, stress reduction, and checking for medical causes of fatigue can change far more than any can ever will. This does not mean caffeine is evil or that every product is equally harmful. Some men tolerate moderate caffeine well, but dependence on processed energy drinks is different. If your day cannot function without them, that is a signal worth listening. For men over 50, the goal should not be to feel temporarily stimulated for a few hours. The goal should be to build steady energy, protect hormones, and create a body that naturally feels strong from morning to night. The fourth step is not about what to drink instead. If you want to naturally support testosterone, energy, and overall health after 50, many men focus so much on what they need to avoid that they never build a better replacement strategy. That often leads to failure because if you simply remove soda, alcohol, or energy drinks without healthier alternatives, old habits tend to return. Real success comes when you replace harmful drinks with choices that help the body recover, stay hydrated, and maintain stable energy throughout the day. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Small, better choices repeated daily can produce powerful long-term results. The first and most important drink is simple water. It sounds basic, but many men live in a constant state of mild dehydration without realizing it. Even mild dehydration can contribute to fatigue, headaches, poor workout performance, reduced focus, and feeling older than you actually are. Water supports circulation, joint health, digestion, temperature control, and exercise. If you often feel sluggish, start by asking how much water you are truly drinking each day. Many men are surprised how much better they feel just by becoming properly hydrated. Sometimes what feels like low energy is simply low hydration. The second smart option is unsweetened tea. Green tea, black tea, or herbal teas can be useful depending on your needs and tolerance. Tea can provide hydration and, in some cases, a gentle amount of caffeine without the extreme stimulant load found in many energy drinks. It can also become a healthier ritual that replaces sugary sodas or nightly alcohol. Instead of reaching for something that drains your body, tea can become part of a calmer, steadier routine. Coffee in moderation can also fit for many men. A plain coffee or lightly modified version is very different from oversized sugar-loaded coffee drinks that act more like desserts. Moderate caffeine earlier in the day may support alertness and performance for some people. The key is timing and quantity. If coffee causes jitters, poor sleep, or dependence, adjustments may be needed. If it helps without harming sleep, it may be reasonable. The body gives feedback if you listen carefully. Another strong option is a protein-based smoothie with minimal added sugar. This can be especially useful for men who skip breakfast, struggle to meet protein needs, or need something practical after exercise. Protein supports muscle maintenance, recovery, and satiety, all of which become increasingly important after 50. Create a more balanced drink than most packaged beverages. Sparkling water can also be valuable for men who miss the sensation of soda or beer. Many people crave the fizz and habit more than the actual product. Can satisfy that ritual while removing calories, sugar, and alcohol-related downside. That ritual while removing calories, sugar, and alcohol-related downsides. What you drink should also match what you are trying to build. If you want more strength, choose drinks that support workouts and recovery. If you want better sleep, avoid late stimulants and heavy evening alcohol. If you want better metabolism, reduce liquid sugar. If you want better hormones, prioritize habits that support the whole body. Testosterone health is rarely about one magic beverage. It is usually the result of consistent daily decisions. For men over 50, the most powerful drinks are often the least flashy ones. Water, balanced nutrition, smarter caffeine use, and consistent hydration may not be heavily advertised, but they are the choices that help build lasting energy, resilience, and vitality over time. The fifth step for men over 50 who want to protect testosterone naturally is understanding that drinks matter, but they are only one part of the bigger picture. Many men search for a perfect beverage, a miracle supplement, or one simple trick that will restore youthful energy overnight. But testosterone health is deeply connected to the overall condition of the body. What you drink can help or hurt, but your hormones respond most powerfully to the habits you repeat every day. If you truly want better strength, better mood, better motivation, and improved vitality, you need a complete lifestyle approach that works with your biology instead of against it. One of the most important factors is strength training. After 50, the body naturally begins to lose muscle mass if it is not challenged regularly. Muscle is not only about appearance, it plays a major role in metabolism, blood sugar control, balance, mobility, and hormone support. Men who include resistance exercise several times a week often feel stronger, more capable, and more energized. You do not need to become a bodybuilder. Simple routines using body weight machines, resistance bands, or free weights can make a meaningful difference over time. Strength tells the body it still needs to stay powerful. Sleep is another major pillar that many men underestimate. Poor sleep can quietly reduce energy, increase cravings, worsen mood, slow recovery, and negatively affect testosterone regulation. Many men blame age for feeling drained when the real issue is years of poor sleep habits. Going to bed at a consistent time, reducing alcohol late at night, limiting screen exposure before sleep, and addressing snoring or sleep apnea can create life-changing improvement. Nutrition also matters far beyond drinks alone. Men over 50 need enough protein to maintain muscle, enough fiber to support metabolism, and balanced meals that reduce blood sugar chaos. If most meals are highly processed, low in protein, and built around convenience foods, the body struggles to perform at its best. Focus on lean proteins, eggs, fish, beans, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and whole foods that nourish rather than deplete is information for the body, and hormones listen to that information every day. Stress management is another overlooked factor. Chronic stress can raise cortisol levels, which may interfere. Many men push through stress for years without realizing how deeply it affects them physically. Walking outdoors, prayer, breathing exercises, hobbies, social connection, and regular movement can help lower the stress burden. You do not need to eliminate stress completely. You need tools that stop stress from controlling your body. Weight management is especially important because excess belly fat is strongly tied to lower vitality and metabolic problems. Even modest fat loss through better habits can improve movement, confidence, sleep, and hormonal health. This does not require extreme dieting. It requires consistency. Regular medical checkups also matter. Fatigue, low motivation, and changes in body composition are not always just testosterone issues. They may relate to thyroid function, diabetes, sleep apnea, depression, medication effects, or cardiovascular risk factors. Smart men do not guess when health is on the line, they investigate. For men over 50, protecting testosterone is really about protecting the systems that create a healthy man. Lift weights, sleep deeply, eat real food, manage stress, maintain a healthy waistline, and stay medically free. When these habits come together, the body often responds in ways no shortcut ever can. The sixth and final step is the action plan that turns information into. Many men hear health advice, feel motivated for a moment, and then go right back to the same routines that drain their energy in the first place. Knowledge only matters when it becomes daily action. If you are over 50 and want to protect testosterone, improve vitality, and feel stronger again, you do not need perfection. You need a realistic plan you can follow consistently. The men who feel best later in life are rarely the ones doing extreme things for 1 week. They are the ones doing smart things for years. Start by looking honestly at what you drink in a normal week. Not what you hope you drink, but what you actually consume. Count the sodas, sugary coffees, alcohol, juices, energy drinks, and late night stimulants. Many men are shocked when they see how often these beverages appeal. Awareness creates change. You cannot improve habits you refuse to measure. Once you know the pattern, choose one harmful drink to reduce first. Trying to change everything at once often fails. Replacing one bad habit consistently is far more powerful than making 10 promises you abandon. The easiest first win for most men is removing liquid sugar. Replace soda or sweetened tea, drinks with water, sparkling water, or unsweetened tea. This one shift can lower calorie intake, reduce sugar spikes, and improve energy stability. Limit drinking nights, reduce portions, and stop using alcohol as a nightly reward. If energy drinks are common, ask why your body needs emergency energy so often. Next, build a morning routine that supports hormones instead of draining them. Wake up at a consistent time, hydrate early, get natural sunlight if possible, move your body, and eat a protein-focused breakfast if it suits your schedule. A strong morning often creates a stronger day. Men who begin the day with sugar and stimulation often spend the rest of the day trying to recover. Men who begin with movement and hydration usually feel more stable and productive. Then focus on movement. You do not need complicated workouts. Walk daily, strength train 2 to 4 times per week. Use bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, machines, or weights. The goal is to challenge muscles regularly. Movement improves circulation, mood, insulin sensitivity, and confidence. It reminds the body to stay capable. Protect your sleep aggressively. Go to bed at a consistent time, reduce screens before bed, limit alcohol at night, and create a dark, cool sleeping environment. If you snore heavily or wake exhausted, get evaluated. Many men blame age for fatigue when the real issue is untreated sleep apnea or years of poor sleep habits. Track progress by how you feel and function. Is motivation returning? Are cravings lower? Is your waistline shrinking? Are workouts improving? These markers often matter more than chasing one lab number alone. Most importantly, stop telling yourself it is too late. Many men over 50 believe decline is automatic and improvement is impossible. Self-fulfilling. The body can respond positively at any age when given the right input. Energy can improve, strength can return, confidence can rebuild. Your next chapter does not begin with a miracle pill or a secret formula. It begins with the next drink you choose, the next walk you take, the next workout you complete, and the next night of sleep you protect. Small, disciplined actions repeated consistently can create a stronger man than excuses ever will. In conclusion, protecting testosterone after 50 is not about chasing shortcuts, expensive supplements, or believing that decline is unavoidable. It is about recognizing the daily habits that either build your health or slowly break it down. Sugary drinks can damage metabolism and increase belly fat. Excess alcohol can disrupt sleep and hormone balance, and processed energy drinks can overstress the body while hiding the real causes of fatigue. The good news is that every harmful habit can be replaced with a better water, balanced nutrition, regular movement, quality sleep, stress control, and strength training create the foundation for lasting vitality. Age does not automatically take away your energy, confidence, or strength. Poor habits often do. Starting today, make smarter choices one step at a time because the body responds to consistency. The decisions you make now can help you feel stronger, sharper, and more alive for many years to come.